Hello, members of the vinyl community. Tony P. coming at you with the Queen. We're on another road trip, and I've been dismayed lately about my finds at thrift stores and other places. So I'm going to try something a little bit different today. The Queen and I are on a road trip. I was on Facebook Marketplace, and there was a young man selling some records. I also found out that he had a Discogs store. So we looked around a little bit to see what was going on, and he had some records that I wanted to purchase, and they were in decent shape from what I understand. So we're going to go check them out, see what's happening, and go from there. So I'll let you know how it works out. Stay tuned. Hello, members of the vinyl community. Tony P. coming at you. I forgot to put the microphone on, but hey, we started. Yeah, I did something out of the ordinary. I don't usually do Facebook Marketplace. And if you watch my last video, I was a little bit disappointed, dismayed, befuddled. I don't know what else. I don't have enough adjectives. Because I went to a record place and I came away with nothing, with half-price books. And the prices were so out of skew that I was just disappointed, and I lamented. And a lot of you guys out there who watched the video were kind enough to say, hey, that happens. Don't worry. Keep on plugging. And Gary from the physical format said to me, Tone, that's why sometimes record stores, independent ones, are your best bet. Sometimes you get your best deals. And he's probably right. And as I digress, I took a chance on Facebook. I don't know if that's quite the same thing, but I was looking on there, and there was a young man selling some records, and he said, hey, if you're interested in some classic rock stuff, email me. I will send you a list with prices and conditions. So he sent me a list. I asked for him. A very nice young man. Sent me a list. And I was only going to buy two albums off of him. And he said, well, I have another list, but I also have a Discogs store. He said, are you familiar with Discogs? I said, yes, I am. So he sent me the address of Discogs. I looked in there. I was only going to buy 2 albums. But I bought a little bit more, which the Queen was okay with. Okay. Remember I said I had some mad money left. I went a little bit above and beyond the money I had left over. And she said that was okay. She was very nice to me. And if you go back to my video, I digress again. If you go back to the video again from last time, I was hunting for ZZ Top Tres Hombres. That's been on my list. And remember I said to you, it's been going up in price, and everywhere I found a decent copy, $20, $25, $30. And that's not necessarily for the OG. That was the reissue and so on. But he had that on his list. And I asked the young man, what would you rate these? And everything he gave, I think he gave that one a VG plus. But the other things he gave a VG on, one, what I may consider VG may not be somebody else's, and it's not until you find out what was about. Something fell over there. I got a little bit nervous. There's nobody down here but me. Anyway, what was I saying? I forgot already. everything he said was VG plus. This was VG plus. Everything else was VG, and I got a little bit nervous. But yeah, but nonetheless, hey, I threw caution to the wind. The Queen jumped in the truck, and we went. We met him. We made some arrangements. So I make a long story short, I bought 6 albums from him, and I would like to show them to you, and a little bit of story behind each one of them. The very first one that I bought is the Turtles. This was the Battle of the Bands, which is a really fun album. If you look inside there, that's the Turtles as they would be the other bands, pretending that they're going to have a show, the Battle of the Bands. And this is their 4th studio album. And it's a little bit of country. It's a little bit of pop. It's a bit of R&B. This is the last one with the drummer, Barbados. I think that's his name, Barbados, is on here. He goes to join Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. And the guy who replaces him was the drummer for Spanky and Our Gang. Okay, and I can't remember what his name. I'll tell you in a second. I can't remember who it was, but John Barbata. This was his last one. The reason why I wanted this album because it had my favorite song on here, Eleanor. Really nice pop song. As a matter of fact, from what I read was some of the reissues of this album, the title was called Eleanor, not Battle of the Bands. But I'll give you a cost of what I paid for all this. Beautiful. Now he said that was a VG cover. I probably would have put a plus on here, but he said that was a VG. The vinyl is wonderful. Vinyl is wonderful. I forget who this is. This is I can't remember who this is. Oh, White Well. That's what it was, White Well. Okay, so we'll give you that one. Next one. Let's see. Another one that I've been hunting for. Remember, if you remember my little excursion to Bedford, I was hunting for this Yes album. This 1972. It seems like all the records I've been buying has been from like 1970, 71, 72, and some 60s. But this is the Yes album, Close to the Edge. Probably their biggest commercial success. And it must be something in the water because this drummer, Bill Buford, also leaves. He goes to King Crimson. Because of this album, he didn't like it. Or it was too hard or something. He just didn't like it. So he left. This, of course, Chris Squire, Steve Howe, John Anderson, Rick Wakeman. Another one, biggest commercial success. But look at the cover. I mean, there's a nick or two, but how many of you would have called this, VG plus? Vinyl, beautiful. Vinyl is beautiful. I haven't played them, haven't cleaned them, haven't played them, so I'm going by visual inspection. Let's see, what else do I have here? The one that I was hunting for. Look at this album. Now, I don't know if this was a reissue or not. I don't think it is. I think it's an OG. But look at it. Look at it. Again, the vinyl is beautiful. I can't hold my... I spent $50 on 6 albums. It was actually 7 because the next one's a double album. But $50. $50, $8 for a better copy, a way better copy than half price books. They wanted for 25 or 20, rather 20. Okay. So I got the one I was looking for. Let's see. Oh, this my brother-in-law loved this one. He liked this one. This is, of course, Humble Pie Smoking. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Again, another one. Let me get my notes here. I'm going to talk to you about these a little bit. This is after Frampton. Frampton leaves. Steve Marriott sort of takes over after Frampton leaves, goes on his own. Great album. I can remember my brother-in-law having this. From the time I pulled into their driveway to I pulled in the house, I could hear this song playing. He had it on cassette. 30 Days in a Hole, and he had it on vinyl too. 30 Days in a Hole, he had that house shaking. His parents weren't home. They were cleaning a business that they owned. He was rocking the windows. 30 Days in a Hole, smoking humble pie. That's another good one. There's another one. Another one. I see this one. Mazzy shows this one all the time. And he had it, and it was relatively cheap. The vinyl was great. The vinyl was wonderful. This is the Chambers Brothers. The Time Has Come. Time. You know what this one is. This is a beautiful album. Psych Soul. Did you ever hear that? Psych Soul? And you had George Chambers on it, Willie Chambers, Joe Chambers, Lester Chambers, and Brian Keenan. Okay, I think he was the drummer. Those drummers are always different. But wonderful album. The Time Has Come. If you get a chance. And this was a respectable price. And, sometimes, it's a matter of choice. But look at the cover. On both sides. I mean, he marked it VG. I'd put a plus on there. Last but not least, one of my all-time favorites that I was hunting for also. This is the Allman Brothers at the Fillmore East, New York City, 1971. This was recorded over 3 days, but I think they only used 2 days for the recording. A lot of jams, a lot of playing on this, and it's a double album. And I think $15 was the total price. Like I said, was $15 or $50. I'm sorry, $50. Yeah, Chambers Brothers. He got $4. How can you say no to that? How can you say no? A lot of jams, good stuff. So, first time the young man, he and I became friends. We talked a little bit. Now I do have a lot of doubles in my collection, and he said, "Hey, I'm down for trading. If you have something, we'll come up with a price differential." And so I might go through all my doubles, make a little stack for him, see what he says, and we'll go from there. So I have been reinvigorated with this idea of getting stuff. Reinvigorated. Facebook Marketplace, I'll give another go, but I'm going to give this young man a go here with his store, see what else he has. And he says he changes all the time. He's always buying collections, he says. So we'll see what happens. Hey, Tony P., the Queen is upstairs. We just got done having a nice steak dinner. I cooked tonight. Steak dinner, wonderful baked potato, some green beans with a lot of butter. I like butter. The steaks were cooked, garlic, a little rosemary, a lot of butter. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, may all your records be flat. May your stylus run true. Whoop-de-doo for your Subaru. Ciao. God bless you.